All right. What's up, everyone? Evening, Renee. Evening, Natalie. Let's see how tonight goes. Haunted Sessions should be in a minute. He's got a phone call at 8 o'clock, so he's only going to be in for half an hour. How's everyone doing? Meow to all. A big meow to everyone. Just meow, and then you pray. That's the hippie way. Oh dear. How's everyone's day gone? 45 episodes since the start of the year. I've been missed. I haven't been anywhere. I missed out on Strange Stream. I thought that it stopped. He had things to do. And then I got a reply on Discord and he'd started another stream, but I'd missed loads of it. I was like, oh, I don't know. Hey, Haunted Sessions in the house. How you doing? Good evening, sir. How's your day been? Yeah, I'm good. I've fulfilled all my duties. I came back from holiday. I attended the job centre. I attended the dentist. Then I had to make another appointment to go back to the dentist. Then I went back to the dentist and I had to make another appointment to go back to the dentist. I got back to the dentist early because someone had a cancellation, so I got the tooth out. I've had my appointment today, so everything is all 100% up to date. Only thing I've got to do is check out my jobs that are on this list here that they gave me from the job centre today. See if there's anything on there I want to do. Log it all in my journal once I've applied. And boom, we're all good. The only thing I'm waiting on is this job about the Southend United Football Club apprenticeship. When I got back off holiday, I gave them the dates that I'd be back by, and they haven't contacted me. I went back to the stadium, spoke to reception. They said someone will phone you very soon, and I still haven't got any response yet. So I don't know what's happening, if there's a delay in the sponsorship and the apprenticeship they're starting, or if they're still doing interviews and they haven't got around to contacting everybody yet. But I'll give it another couple of days and I'll go and check it all out again. But as far as everything else goes, yeah, all tickety boo, nice warm house, got a roof over my head, got food, I've got drink. Who can complain? Hey? Who can complain about that? Crap day back at work now. Well, what happened? You had your first day back and it was bad. Happy days. I'll only be here till 8. Yeah, I know you told me on Messenger. That's fine. Just need a woman now. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm not in any big rush, to get shattered on again. So, yeah. When or if it happens, it's going to be all good. The only other thing I've got to do is trim this down a little bit. Trim down the old beard. These bits here. And there. And I can't get the finger right with this camera. It's all... Look, if I do that, that's what I wanted to do. Every time I go to point this side, I end up that side. It's like the camera's in reverse. I just can't point at the right part. Anyway, yeah, everything's good. And as soon as the other piece of the puzzle fits into place, done. Been on jury duty for the past 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Did you enjoy it? I know you can't talk about it. I asked you if you enjoyed it before and you thought I was trying to get information out of you. But no, I just wondered because not a lot of people get selected for it, do they? So jury service is not everyone gets selected for. Some get to do it, some don't. Some friends of mine from my old workplace got selected for it when they were in their 60s. But other people, they don't get selected. So not everybody, has to do it. That's why I ask these things, because if I don't get to experience it, I know what it's like. Not really. We sat in a room drinking coffee all day. Didn't even get to go in the court. Hey, it's a bit weird, isn't it? What do you have to do then? Do you have to? I'm trying to do this so that you can answer. Do you have to decide without being in the courtroom on evidence that you've heard if the person's guilty or not? Is that what it is, or is it service of a different? Oh, I don't know. As I said, I don't know because I've never done it, so I've got no clue. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Sitting in a room drinking coffee all day and not even going into the courtroom. Makes you wonder what the concept of jury duty is then, doesn't it? I don't know. I got no idea, sir. No idea. If by about 8:30, if there's not many more in, what I'll do is I'll do the same as I did last time. If Jason's dropping off for a phone call which he's got to take, and there's only one or two left in here, then obviously I'll just finish the stream about 8:30, because last few days I haven't been getting many people in, so I don't feel like it's worth going on longer, even though I like doing it. But a lot of people that used to be in aren't coming in. I've seen no sign of my friend, his sister or her husband for the last, I don't know, couple of months. And it's really not worth going into a 2-hour Monday Night Live. There's only like 2 people left in the chat, and they've been here since the start. So yeah, I'll see what happens by 8:30. Not one of us went in the court. They picked numbers, then I get to sit in court, but all of us didn't get to go in. Sounds like a queuing system where you pull the ticket off at Argos. You wait your turn, and they shout the ticket number, and you go over and collect your item. Sounds a bit like that sort of format. 2 weeks of no smoking. Nice. Are you substituting that with vaping, or are you cutting everything out? You're not going to vape? Nothing. Because my flatmate never smoked, but he suddenly decided that he's going to take up vaping, which makes no sense because he's out there puffing on a vape, and he's never smoked for God knows however long I've known him. So sort of confuses me a little bit. Yeah, congratulations though. Keep it up. It's going to be a hard job, but you don't drink, you don't smoke, so you've got to find something else to substitute all that. Oh, you're on the vapes now? Okay. I thought you might have stopped altogether and not vaped or done anything. Oh, excuse me. I've got to get myself a new mic stand. I've got one here, but I can't put it right in front of the screen because my keyboard and mouse are down there. And if I put it across the screen, all you're going to see is the stand just right in front of the camera. So the camera's like there, right in the middle, and my microphone is like over there. So that's the only way I can set this up at the moment. I just don't know what to do at the moment. I'm a bit. So it looks like I'm talking without anything, but it's actually right here next to me. It's not for the wanting to smoke. I've been tested. Trust me, but I said no. You've been tested. So what does that? Sorry, what does that mean? Oh yeah, the mic arm. I used to have one, but I reset it. I gave it to a friend of mine, Jay, because he was going to go back to his YouTube channel and start doing podcasts and stuff, and I was going to join him on it. So I gave him a mic arm, and I took the microphone and set it up on a new stand there. So what I might do is take this stand down. I might get a mic tripod so that the microphone can sit by the screen and then just in view, and then I can use that, because at the moment all you see is me here, but I've actually got the whole setup here. If I just bring it, see, it's there. So I'm sort of like got it off to the side, so it still picks up and it still works, but it's out of view. I quit vaping for 2 months. Then the stress from the UC migration stressed me to the max, so I'm vaping again. And hopefully everything gets sorted tomorrow, then I can quit vaping again. Did you ever smoke though? That was the thing. Did you ever smoke, or did you just go on the vape because of the stress? See, I like to find out, because I can't understand, if people don't smoke, why you'd suddenly go on a vape, unless you think it's a trend that, you know, people are doing now, and it's something that everybody's got to do. I mean, it's like me saying, well, I've never done a line of coke. I'm stressed out. Let's do that every day of the week. You know, it's just something that wouldn't happen. You know, so I'm intrigued as to what it is that makes people do it. I've been pushed to the limit. I could have given in and have a smoke, but I said to myself, no. Oh, okay, I'll get you now. I got you. All right. Smoked for years, since my teens. I used to. You wouldn't think I did, but when I was younger, I was easily influenced. And a friend of mine down the road, not where I am here, but before I moved out, a friend of mine down the road, we used to go down the park, and he used to buy a pack of cigarettes on the way, like a pack of 10. I think it was not Rothmans. What was the blue and silver ones? Super King. He used to get 10 Super King. And I used to sit on a bench, and, you know, I used to have a couple. And he used to have a couple. And we'd end up finishing them, you know. I think the box was about £5 at the time for 10. So pretty cheap, because you're getting 10 for 5. But nowadays it's ridiculous. It's like £25 for a pouch of Amber Leaf. And silly money for cigarettes now. And then my mum found out one day I took all my clothes off to get in the shower, and she smelt the smoke on me. And she said, have you been smoking? I said, no, I've been around people who have been smoking, but I didn't. And she said, don't lie. If you want to smoke, come in the front room with me and your dad, and you can smoke there. And immediately, like that, never did it again. Never did it again. I haven't smoked for over 20-something years now. Do like a good drink, though. It was the abscess that stopped me smoking. I found it disgusting. Oh, okay. All right. And the dentist will probably have picked up on that as well once they've had a look at your mouth and things. Uh, 20 plus years. Christ almighty. That's how long I've stopped for. The only time I managed to quit vaping straight away was when I was pregnant. Is there as much of a problem with vaping when you're pregnant as opposed to actually properly smoking? What's the difference? But then there was stress from others after I gave birth, so I started again. It's easy for people to go to something when they get I'm not taking a mick, I'm just saying it's easy for people to find something, you know, when they're stressed out, find something to do, and it's not always the best method. I find my my skin. Oh, you. I was reading that skink. I found my skin looks better now. Yeah, you'll notice that probably when you stop, if you get sweats and stuff like that, you'll end up, sweating it out of you. See whether you're not doing it anymore, so it'll be sweated out your pores in the end, the pores in your skin. Yeah, you'll be way better off if you stick to it, but you got to have the willpower because not many people do. My doctors told me my baby's heart and lungs were developing and that my vape could cause harm, so I stopped. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose if you think about the chemicals that are in there, I mean, I think I've still got the video. If I have, I'll play it and you can listen to it. It's a doctor actually said about it. I sent the video to my flatmate actually. Just got to find it. The problem when you send loads of messages and pictures, you've got like loads of stuff that you've got to go back through.
Now, listen. Time's a good work.
Where did it be?
We've been here for a couple of months. He's told me what's happened. I believe him. So maybe
Yeah. I was reading something about how much chemicals and toxins and everything else were in vapes and that everybody's taking in now, and the complications it can lead to. Because I first heard about it when I was watching, I think it was WWE. They had superstars telling you what was in it, and I was shocked actually when I heard. How far back do we need to go? Oh, I'll go back to another one then. Shouldn't be too hard to find now. The information on it's really good though. I wish I had the willpower I had when I was pregnant. Yeah, some people. There it is. Found it. Some people, yeah, they get PND, postnatal depression, and other stuff. Let me see if I can just.
Why is vaping so?
Right, hold on. It's only a short video. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this, but I'll turn the volume up as much as I can. Where's the media? There. Right. How true this is, I don't know, but I'll put it sort of to the side-ish.
Why is vaping so dangerous? Well, vape solutions contain diacetyl and formaldehyde, so when inhaled into the lungs, it can directly damage the lung sacs. This causes a condition called popcorn lung, which affects how your lungs transfer CO2 and get oxygen into your body. This is a serious condition that frequently requires hospitalization and can even result in death. Nicotine is an intense vasoconstrictor, and the nicotine content in vape solutions is largely unregulated. In addition to that, vaping has become very socially acceptable, so you can pretty much vape anywhere, which increases the exposure of this unregulated nicotine solution. High nicotine exposure increases your risks of high blood pressure, consequently, heart attack and stroke. And finally, Vape solutions contain carcinogens like formaldehyde, as well as toxic materials like lead and tin and nickel. These things are inhaled into the lungs and are very difficult, if ever, cleared from the body. Now look, your body, your rules, but we are just starting to understand both the short-term and the long-term effects of vaping.
So basically, yeah, I don't know where that's based on, like a survey or something, but that's one of the basically the top doctors that you know, put that video out. Only in America the knockoff. Yeah, but you get a lot of knockoffs over here, don't you? I mean, you got had a recall a little while ago on a lot of vapes. The shop that was selling them got shut down, I think, and there were massive fines handed out. People were selling dodgy vapes and things inside the shop. So it's not just America; it's everywhere. But yeah, if it's mass produced and shipped out, it's going to get to a lot of places much quicker. You know, delivery boxes and stuff like that put out on the shelves. Some people don't even know that they're putting like knockoff stuff out. They get mixed in with some of the legitimate stuff, and you know, next thing you know, everybody's got a 50-50 mix. It could be a legit one, it could be a dodgy one. My ingredients here on 88 vape e-liquid of vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, raspberry, and cream flavour nicotine. Oh, okay. But if I suppose you can't go wrong if you get them from a legit shop, isn't you? So that's why they're banning vapes from normal shops, apart from shops that are allowed to actually sell them. Yeah, I can understand why. I mean, if you end up with a batch of, you know, illegal ones and dodgy ones, you know, mixed in with your original stock, you know, when you put them out for main sale, you're going to cop the blame in the shop, aren't you? So, yeah, I can sort of see why that's happening now. 5 to 8. You got 5 minutes, Jason. You got to get on that phone. Stand by the phone, waiting. I remember back in the day, it took me a long time to hear it, but with the old telephones, just before they had the first actual ring, there was like a little tick, and it was very, very low. And parents, like your mum or somebody, could actually hear it. And just before the first came, you'd be like, ching, hello. I was like, how did you know the phone was going to ring? She said, Mum said, there's a little ting just before the first ring. So she said, I know just when to pick it up and when to answer. And it took me so long to listen out for it and actually hear it. But afterwards, I was like, oh, yeah, there it is. That little ting. Yep, hello. I ended up doing it as well. I think I told you all, didn't I, with the telephone? I had at home when I was with my parents before I moved out, the actual telephone rang one morning. Mum and Dad were still in bed, but they had the telephone on the wall right next to them. And I came out of my bedroom, which was right next door, and before they even picked the phone up, I said, Granddad's died. Mum went, what? I said, that phone call, I reckon, is going to be Granddad's died. Now, Mum picked up the phone, and my nan told me that my granddad had died that morning at the time that the phone went off. So, yeah, I don't know how I even knew that was the case. I thought he was going to be around for quite a while because he was under one of those heat lamps. He had a great big, see, like the, I don't know if you can see it. Can you over by? Oh yeah, over there, just there, that uplight. He had something like that, but it had a gooseneck where you could bend it, and it was a heat lamp, and he had to sit under that all day, most days. and he could only be given custard pies and cups of tea or something, I think it was, because he wasn't very well at the time. And yeah, I just remember before the phone even, got picked up that I said it was my granddad's gone, and it was. All right, Jason, have a good night, mate. Thanks for coming in and supporting. Keep me updated on your next premieres, and I'll try and get as many people in with me when I come in to support you as well. But enjoy your evening, and I'll see you later. The other thing I was a bit I couldn't understand what it was. He said when people have passed away, when I'm asleep, it's only happened once with every person that's passed away. When I'm asleep, I can see them and I can hear them, and I have a conversation with them. I think it must be like a parting conversation, like it's the last conversation you're going to have, and you see them and then they're gone. I don't like have my eyes closed and my lips moving and I'm talking, but it's in my head that I actually see the people and I'm having an actual legit chat with them, like I did when I was with them at work, and then after that they're gone. It's like they've parted, they've gone, and that's it. Don't ever see them again or hear from them again. It's a one and done. But yeah, that's another strange thing that happens to me. So I don't quite know what it is. I must be in tune with something. We'll find out more about it when I go on the ghost hunts with haunted sessions and things. When I finally get round to it, maybe sometime next year, we'll see if my, as they say, my perception increases, because I do think I'm connected in some way, but I haven't fully like embraced it. I've had things happen here as well, which I told you about. I've had a book come off the shelf over there. I've had Lego things fly off the shelf over there in the far corner. It's just very weird. Right, we've exactly hit 8 o'clock. So we've done the first half an hour. We just got to see how the second half an hour goes, and then yeah, take it from there. What's this? Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Right. So, what's everyone up to tonight? I fully believe that happens where those that have passed visiting dreams and have conversations. I've had it myself. Yeah, it's weird. Not everybody gets it, but yeah, it's very strange. I mean, like having a conversation in your head, actually seeing the person. Oh, we got a like. Thank you to whoever left that. Yeah, you have a conversation in your head. You see them, you talk to them, and then it's like they parted. They've gone. And then the next one comes along. It's quite nice, really. Actually, you feel like you're giving them a nice little parting gift. Send them off on their way, and knowing that you've seen them and they're going to a better place. Right. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go and get a drink, and then I shall be right back. I don't even know how many we've got left in the chat since Haunted Sessions are gone. Natalie's there. I don't know where Renee is. I'll put these back on now because I can't see. I'm getting the trophies to Platinum Hitman Blood Money. I've been sailing through all day, and the one mission is annoying me, even though I've been the ultimate stealth queen. I know there's always one mission. I said earlier when I was watching Strain's Quantum Break stream, I played the game myself, I got right to the end, but I just cannot do the Paul Serene boss at the end to finish the game completely. I just can't get past him. Next on my list, Natalie, is going to be. I've already done 100% Batman Arkham Knight. That's still got some videos to go up on the channel. I've done 100% all collectibles on Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. The next one is going to be Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I'm going to do 100% all collectibles on that. Then I'm going to do it by, when I do it, I'm going to do it by story video. Second video, all collectibles. Story video. Next video, all collectibles. And keep it like that. So that will be the next one. But I've still got to finish the casting of Frank Stone. So I've got, how many have I got on the channel so far? Got 4 parts. I'm working on the other parts now, and I've recorded another 2 parts of it as well. And then I'll get on to finishing off The Last of Us. Renee with a surprise gotcha. He went away, came back, and he's come straight back at me with the gotcha. He's doing a Noel Edmonds. The gotcha. Gotcha. Renee gorge up, meow. Stealth Renee. He goes away and then stealths back in unseen. And suddenly, boom, gotcha, I'm here. Ha meow. 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 Right, give me 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. I'm just going to get some water.
Years ago. All part of the coalition government's plan to get them into every home in the UK. With clever ads like these to encourage customers to sign up.
Let's get gas and electricity under control. Smart meters are here. Visit smartenergygp.org.
Smart meters are meant to replace old-style meters where readings have to be taken manually. With a smart meter, you can monitor your gas and electricity use, and it could help save you money.
I've always been conceptually a supporter of smart meters. A meter that can make things easy for you and tell you how much energy you're using, helps you manage your own energy demand, and it should be a good thing. That's the concept.
Smart meters are intended to help us move our energy use to when there's more available, meaning it's cheaper and often cleaner. All part of the fact.
Oh, you're down there. You down there. All right. I just had to get my washing out as well. I put the washing on before the stream, so. Oh, the joys of living alone, eh? Not technically alone. What I meant was alone downstairs on my own. Do all my own washing, all my own cooking, all my own cleaning, everything. Ooh, that's better. Renee, little Oreo, fell asleep with her tongue slightly sticking out her mouth, and then she woke up and didn't realise it was still stuck out. Yeah, they all do that. I didn't even realise the other one. There goes Trini. Going along there. But the other one is actually, can you see her behind me? No, there. Squashed herself right down on the pillow, and she's sunk right down behind this cushion right here. You can just see her head sticking out there, look. And as you saw, Trini went across the back. She's gone for a little walk down the hallway. She's getting old now. She doesn't want to go out. I mean, when the weather gets better, she might. But at the moment, I can understand it because it's pretty cold. The door was open this morning. She took one look at it, went up to the gate, went, sod that, turned around and walked back up the hallway again. Oh, it was funny. But yeah, if the weather gets better, obviously when the sun comes out more and stuff, maybe she'll go sit on the balcony, and get some fresh air or something. But at the moment, she's not interested at all. As you can see, she's just come back. Oh dear. The joys of pets. I remember the days when they actually, I'll have to show you that one day. On my camera, video camera tape, I've got videos of when they were the flat was completely different at that time, but I've got videos of when they were kittens. Trini down there, and her brother. Actually, I think I've got a picture up there. Yeah, I got this. I don't know if you can see it. It'll be pretty shiny there. That was Neo. That was Trini's brother. But he's sadly no longer here. So I've got I'll show you one day. I'll try and hook it up to the PC with the wires, and I'll see if I can play the footage of when they were kittens. You can see them running around chasing each other and everything, and see how different the room was at that time to what it is now. I mean, none of this was in here that you see behind me, that big range there. None of it. I didn't have hardly anything when I moved in. I think I had one chair when I first moved in. I had one chair and a tiny little glass table with the TV on top. And that chair was, the TV's to the right there. And the chair was about that far back from the TV. And it was an old outdoor chair, turtle shell it was called, because when you sat in it, the back went under like that. And then it sort of went round. So it's like those hanging egg chairs when you sat in it. I had no furniture, no nothing. I had one chair, one TV, and a little glass table. That's how poor I was when I moved in here. I had no money to buy any furniture, nothing. Sitting in a brand new place with just a massive room and the windows up the back. The whole room was bare except for one chair, a table, and the television. That was my limit when I first moved in. Oh, how the times have changed. Last night I was having so much fun beating Homer's scores in Astro's playroom. I've beaten all his scores now. Nice one, Renee. Nice one. People don't like it when you break their scores. They think, oh, I've got such a great score. No one's ever going to beat it. And then when you do, they're like, oh, I've got to try and get something better now. And, so they can't beat that. They try and do it again and it doesn't work. I remember back in the day, talking of scores, was the old Space Invaders. There were two versions. There was one really retro Space Invaders, just basically moving left and right and shooting along the bottom. Then there was sort of like the next level retro one, which had red blocks above it, and every time you hit the blocks, you take it down a little bit. If you hit it too much while trying to take out the aliens above, you lose all your protection. And I remember back in the day, we used to come home from school playing on the old Space Invaders, and me and my friends all used to, get the scores, and then we'd all try and beat each other. And if we all, beat each other's scores, then we'd all try and set new scores to make it harder for the other person to beat. It was great times. It really was. But now we're into, the tech era of PS5, Series X, PS5 Pro, PC gaming has gone way up the levels now, and everything else. And gone are the days when you had all the retro stuff. Now hardly anybody plays it. We're all far too obsessed with all the new stuff that we've got. We don't think about what we had and what we started with back in the day until we got to where we are now. I mean, Super Mario on the Game Boy. And you had, was it Castlevania? You had games like Ghosts and Ghouls. You had the, what was the Olympic one? Track and Field, where you had to really bash the buttons to get the to get your character running, and it was like a side-scrolling Olympic thing. And people don't realise now what we started with and how far back and how basic we were before we even got to where we are now, because everything is so good and you're playing in 4K and 60 or 120 frames a second on the newest and most, the best next-gen console and the best PC with water cooling, all the specs, RTX 4090, all your RAMs and, everything for the, to run a game on. People don't know what we grew up with. They don't see what we grew up with because it's all the modern era stuff now. Even we had Commodore 64, the Amiga 600, the Atari Jaguar, the N64, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Mega Drive, the Master System. All those back in the day was the best that you could get before everything that we've got today. And the only thing people can remember now is the best games on the PS5, the best games on the Series X, and the best games on the most up-to-date PC. As I said, running at 60 or 120 frames a second, and the best quality you can get. You didn't have that when I first started. The first thing I played on, I think, was a PlayStation 1. Where you press the button and the lid pops up. You put the disc in, pop the lid down, and you start playing, Then my cousin had a Commodore 64, so I played a few games. I used to play Hunchback on that. That was the one, was it Hunchback or something else, where you had like a 2D side-scrolling thing, and they were like, you have to jump to things, and then there were like little crosses that kept going up and down. You had to jump at the right time. Then as you get further on, you've got harder things to try and avoid, and it got harder and harder as you progressed. But it was just a side-scrolling thing where you just have to jump at the right time. And also that was done by a cassette tape, wasn't it? Commodore 64. You used to set it all up, plug the cassette tape in and everything else. It was, yeah, that's right, Natalie. It's a shame no one appreciates where it all started. I mean, unless you've got, your old retro systems and you can say to people, look, this is what it was back in the day before, the modern day that we have now. All the kids are playing on the newest things, so they're not going to appreciate what we had in the past. Because they'll look at it and go, well, this is rubbish compared to what we got now. Yeah, but this is what we had to play with when we were younger, Not what you've got now. We had to wait years for things like this to come. This is what we started off with. PS1, Resident Evil, the very first Resident Evil. And games like Die Hard and, was it Wipeout? Racing games and all the early stuff. They're so used to all the modern stuff now, they wouldn't even know what to do if you put them onto an old PS1 or something. They remastered. Oh, hang on. My recommendations to you are the original Hitman trilogy. They've been remastered for PS3. You can get all three on one disc for a cheap price on Amazon. I still play them now and I love them. Yeah, I've yet to try a Hitman game, but as I said to you before, I have got so many. I mean, look, if I move, look at all this over there. Look, below my Blu-rays. Look, I've got PS3, original Xbox 360, all the way, Xbox 360 all the way down there. I've got Xbox One and Xbox Series X all down there. I've got remastered Last of Us Part 2. And I've still got all the other stuff that I've got to finish off, and everything else that I've got to edit and things that I've gone back to finish because I left them for so long. When I get round to it, I'll try, I'll try the Hitman games and see what they're like. But at the moment, I just can't do it. They remastered Absolution and Blood Money, but no Contracts and Silent Assassin. Oh, so they've remastered it, but left some stuff out. Weird. I would have thought they would have gone with a remaster and enhanced some parts of the game to make it worth buying when they put it on sale. I used to have the True Lies game on Game Boy Pocket along with Mario. I've still got a Game Boy in the bedroom. I've got the carry case and the little sections where you clip all the game cases in. I got the charger and everything, but unfortunately, it fell out one day and the screen came off. So I don't even know if it's still working anymore. But I've still got it in the bedroom on top of the wardrobe. That's why you need a PC. Oh, what? Would you have the extras that they took out on the PC version then? Maybe. All my money has stopped. I'm changing over. I've got to wait for payment. It's going to be weeks. That's the thing with the job centre, and that it's a nightmare. When they start doing the processing for you, you have to wait ages. When I was doing my my money and trying to sort out, what I was going to get so I could pay my rent and bills and still have some left over, it took ages. And I was coming up to the day my rent was due, and I was like, thank God I've got money in the account, already. So that if that goes out before my money comes and I've paid my rent and bills, it doesn't make me behind. It's just that when I get the money, I replace it back into the account that my rent comes from. But then I had some backdated money owed to me, and that took about 3-4 weeks to come. When that money came, I had to get that over back into that rent account as well. And that was getting near to the time when some of the money was starting to run low because it had been taken out monthly for payments. And then I've got my landlord passing management over to the estate agent. And now the estate agent, well, they've got to act, in accordance with the landlord. But it seems like at the end of every year now, I seem to be getting an increase on my rent. So I have to go back to the job centre, which, like I did last year, because they put the rent up from $750 to $825. So after the end of this year, coming into the new year, January, it looks like they're going to put the rent up again. So now I'm going to have to go back and then ask the job centre if they can, while I'm not working, increase the money needed to pay the full extent of my rent. And then I might have to do it again next year because they keep putting it up year by year. It's just a joke, absolute joke. And then, of course, you've got the process of all the money again, so you've got to wait. I'm in the same scenario again as I was the last time. Money goes out. Then when I get the money sorted out and it goes in, then I've got to pay that back in. It's a nightmare, absolute nightmare. If you truly want to play Hitman Codename 47, you will have to play it on PC. because of PC only. Oh, okay, it's PC only exclusive. All right, I got you. All right, fair enough. That's nice. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. See, PC is always going to be better than console, but console gaming it's been classed as the equivalent to playing on a PC. But with a PC, you get what, max 120 frames a second, 4K. On console, you're probably going to get 4K 60 max. Actually, I think you can get 120 frames a second, but that depends on what monitor and what hertz it can put out. Because I think the if you don't get one that's got 120 hertz, then you're limited to what frames your games can be played at. So therefore, I think you're limited to 60, if I'm correct. I think that's roughly how it goes. But PC gaming is always going to do much better than console gaming for certain things because of the max frames you can reach and the extra quality. If you've got a good PC, you can set everything to the highest settings to give you the best output for the game you're playing. So Renee, Codename 47 is the very first. The one I was talking about was Hitman Contracts, Hitman Silent Assassin, Hitman Blood Money. All right, I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to end the stream, only because I've not got many people in. Haunted Sessions had to go take a phone call, and as I said earlier, for the last few weeks I haven't been getting many people coming in, so there isn't any point in keeping it going until 9 o'clock, 9:30, something like that. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to call it a night. Is our strain still streaming? He started at 3, didn't he? It's now 8:30. Renee, Natalie, can you tell me if strain's still going? Because if he is, once I finish this, I'll come back over. Just ended. All right, then, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks for the heads up. How far did he get? Did he get to where did he get to in the game? Halfway? Does anyone know? Do you know how far he was in? I'll have to go back and re-watch it because I thought the stream had ended after the first one because I suddenly got Beardo's Pew Pew stream. I thought, that's not Strain. What on earth is this? And I went back and it said streamed 2 hours ago and it went back to the beginning. So I thought, oh, okay. I don't know what happened there. And then I got your message, Natalie, your reply, saying that he'd started another one. But by the time I got that message, he was already quite far into the second one. So I think I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow. Yeah, literally, mine just switched. I thought, why the hell has it switched to Beardo? What the hell is going on here? So I went back and, yeah, streamed 2 hours ago and it all started again. You had to create another stream after the first stream. All right. Well, Natalie told me that on Discord. But I saw that he had started another one. But by the time I went back to that one that he was doing, it was like quite far in. I'd like missed most of it. So I think as I said, I'm going to have to go back and re-watch it from the start and then get to the end of today's stream so that I'm ready for tomorrow. What are you doing, Trip? She's still out. Yep, she's still sunk down there behind the cushion. This one's down here. Well, that's why I have the auto thing here on YouTube disabled. Oh, okay, yeah. What it was, Renee, I think because the stream ended, you have an option to cancel the next thing that's going to play. It will say playing in so many seconds. I was actually on another tab, setting up the stream for tonight, setting up this one, getting it ready with the thumbnail and all the details and everything else. And I think without knowing it, it started and I was thinking Strange Stream was still going. So I thought, why have I suddenly got Beardo's stream going here? So that's when I went to click back. If I'd have looked, because the stream had stopped, I could probably have stopped that from playing after the next 5 seconds when Strange Stream stopped the first time. So I think that's partly my fault, but I might have to look into turning autoplay off so that once something ends, I don't get something else starting. It's confusing me. So that might be a good idea, seeing as you've got it, you know, set up for that as well. I think that's something I actually might do. Right. Hello. Oh, what's your head? Yeah.
Every home.
There you go, look. Hello, everyone. Trini's here. Yeah. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here. It's coming up 8:30. I want to say thanks to everybody who's come in tonight. Renee, Natalie, Haunted Sessions, anyone else who was in the back lurking in the shadows that didn't yes, people lurk in the shadows. Anyone else that didn't contribute, I don't mean contribute, sorry, I meant chat or join in just watching, it's not a problem. Thanks for being here. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourself out there in the world, and bye for now. Ah, we got you. We got you. We got you. Both of us. We got you. You thought I was going. Didn't they? They thought we were going, but we're still here. Yes. We got them, didn't we? We got them good. We got them good, Trin, didn't we? Hey? You going to sleep? You going to sleep? You're nodding. Knew it. All right, guys. Thanks very much. Take care of yourself out there in the world, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.